is up, y'all? We are back. Back.
What up, my people?
Back to share with you the greatest news.
In the entertainment field, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's React and Draw, okay? The most important entertainment show in Paraguay. I just made that up right now.
We
But
gotta
if there's anybody
reach out
from
to Ecuador.
Paraguay watching, please like and subscribe.
I'm gonna
But
check the
anyway,
Paraguay analytics.
yeah, facts. Don't forget
You know
Paraguay
what?
Nation.
I ain't gonna lie. Today's episode got a lot going on,
Oh,
so it's gonna have to
apparently
be
so.
condensed. Like there's literally like too much going on. Which is funny because last week was what the Ogacha Octa and the whole manga debacle, which I'm making a series of videos on y'all because it got way out of hand. And just to catch y'all up on that, Kei Rana, who does the manga, and her boy, Hideyoshi Ando, were getting harassed by fans who thought they were misrepresented by a guy doing a bunch of cosplay. And somehow it blew out of proportion, and then Westerners started arguing with Japan for some reason
True.
about proper representation, and then they started bringing up like examples of like, oh, these are racist caricatures, and I'm just like, yo, fam, those were from 30 years ago. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, the people who made those creations like probably don't even like do work anymore. And then somehow Korea got wrapped up into this. Because of some game or anime, I'm not even sure what. And they were saying like, oh, this person is colored the incorrect color, and then there was a slew of artists. When I say a slew, it was probably like five or six artists giving tutorials on how to properly color your person of color, which was, I'm just gonna have to go out and say it as an artist, the most reckless and ridiculous tutorials I've seen, because they were saying like, oh, you can't make a dark person too gray or too this or too that because it's unnatural in the light. And I'm like, I was waiting for it until a person came up and said like, bro, that's literally my complexion, because some complexions have cool undertones. Anyway, so that's where we're at on that. I'll have to cover all that in another series of videos because that's like too much for me this week. This week we have shifted into adaptations, video games, and women in gaming. Okay, that's where we're at this
Very
week.
important topic, Sean. You know what I'm saying? You respected 5 women before you got to the chair, right?
I
You
mean,
know, you did.
mandatory.
I saw.
I had to respect my fiance. You know what I'm saying? So
But also, like, the other women, right? Like, every woman you saw, you said,
yeah.
I respect you. If you don't, then yeah, and you end the stream right now. Yeah, so a lot to discuss. So apparently, I don't know, you got to draw a certain way to be on the internet. What else is new, right? I mean, at the end of the day, AI is just going to take over because it's like this is. I think what the plot is from our overlords, whoever like runs the world. They're just trying to make entertainment and the people who make it unbearable AF.
Oh yeah.
So that you beg for the AI to take over. Like, what I'm saying? It's like, please free me from the weirdos of the internet who cyber harass me on the daily, not me, but like people on the daily,
Yes.
to conform to their standards. Their ever changing, strange, arcane standards. It's like, please, you know what I'm saying? Just let the AI, you hit the button. Let them hit the button. Maybe then those people can go hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
The computer can make whatever weird amorphous blob they want to be their superhero character.
Right.
And to leave the rest of us alone. How about that?
I don't know, man. It was all right. So where do we even start?
All right.
I know what topic I'm gonna leave for last because it's Friday. I got nowhere to go tomorrow, and I might crash out. But before all of that, let's list the stuff that I don't particularly care about, which was like state of play. Like, I don't have a PS5. I don't have a PS5, right? And so State of Play. You know what's crazy? I don't even remember all the games that State of Play announced. But one of them was uh that was catching controversy was God of War Laufey. I think that's how you
Lofi.
pronounce Laufey, which is the name of Kratos' wife, or second wife anyway. If anybody who played the newer games, the two last newer games, he had a wife that he had to go um, spread her ashes across the lands. That was like the actual storyline of the game with his energetic and annoying son Atreus. I don't care what anybody said; he was annoying. Um, Not as annoying as most companions, but he was pretty annoying. But this game stars his wife, who is now in the afterlife. And the actress is am I saying her name correct? Deborah Ann Wool. Is that how you say her last name? Wool.
Deborah Ann
Wool. Wool.
Wall.
Wall. Wall.
I
Let's
say
go.
Wall. I don't know. I go
All
Wall.
right, let's go with Wall. Let's go with Wall. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as soon as the trailer came, I mean, I have the trailer here. I don't really feel like playing the entire trailer, so I'm just gonna like silent scroll over it. Give me a second. Where am I? Where is you? Not you, Skeletor. Oh yes, and He-Man is out, right?
Yes, it's
He-Man.
finally out.
Some people like it, some people don't.
It
I
took
don't
many,
I don't have any thoughts on He-Man.
but it is out, and I don't know. They're saying it's gonna bomb because a bunch of people didn't pre-order tickets, so now they can anticipate that it's going to bomb. Like, I don't know. Are these betting markets really that good? Like, I mean, I guess they have enough data from pre-sale tickets that they can predict whether something's gonna flop or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't. I guess do most people go and buy tickets online and you'll pick them up later? Like, I mean, is this like a big thing? Like, or just people just
I
roll
don't
up in
know. I
there?
buy tickets the day of, honestly.
Yeah, word. Like, I think like people from the streets just walk up into the booth and say, "Yo, give me the ticket, bro." You know, they ain't trying to remember one more password. Okay, like it ain't that deep. Now they got people who got like these movie passes all day, and that's a whole different level of fandom.
Mm.
But I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute, right? You want to get to this God of War Lofi?
Laufey,
Loafy, loafing
Lofi,
around. I'm
Lofi,
laughing,
Lofi.
laughing,
Well, we'll
laughy.
say hi to the chat. We got
The
Bree in
fuck their
here. We got
laughs.
Power. Power's got the news.
Nice.
Power's got the news.
I'm trying to be informed.
Yeah, Bree in here says, I don't know why they made a game of her. I don't like that they're making her more important than the first wife. And we don't forgotten about his first wife. I mean, well, his first wife is actually spread across his body. That's why he's gray. You know what I'm saying? The ashes. If anybody's following God of War lore, Power says Makani loves that God of War with Kratos and the Sun. He likes 2018 reboot and hates the new God of War because it bastardizes the concept of the other game. Well, hates which one? This game? Now, this game to me, as I viewed it, and okay, I guess the one of the main complaints was you're not using Kratos. That was the first complaint because people view God of War as distinctively Kratos since he was mainlining. I want to say all of the games or most of the games. And there's probably been what like 8 games maybe. I know there's the 3 first mainline games and then the 2 uh games that just passed, and then there's some side games that I never played. Uh, I I I I have slightly hot take on this game, but I think it has something to do with the fact that I played the last 2 games and I was just like, this is cool. Like I actually don't mind that this game exists. However, Endymion says something that I believe is true. If they were going to make this game, they shouldn't have called it God of War. They should have like called the game what it was, like Laufey or something, or Faye, which is what we usually call her, Faye. Um, that's what they should have did. But like putting God of War in it, it's like you expect Kratos and you
Does it
don't
have
get
any of the
Kratos.
side characters from the old games, or
We don't know. In fact, maybe I will play the Oh, I can't even play the whole trailer because the damn thing is 23 minutes 45 seconds. Uh,
like I don't know what you would title it to make it a spin-off but still tied into the main franchise. You would call it God of War Chronicles, something like Mortal Kombat. What was the thing? Mortal Kombat. Remember they had
oh
like
yeah,
solo.
yeah. Crap. What was that game called? And you used it was like Kung Lao and Liu Kang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like Mortal Kombat. I don't say it's Chronicles. It's something like that.
I know what you're going to be talking about. Said I don't mind a new pro tag. I just don't know why it's her. If I'm gonna play a female character, I'd rather be Freya. Now, see, this I didn't understand either. Because Freya, for anybody who's watching and doesn't know, or will watch this in the future, Freya is a female protagonist that plays alongside Kratos in the game. So Brina is correct. I have no idea why it wasn't Freya. Instead, it's his dead wife. I'm like, okay, so we using her in the underworld. Now, to answer your question, Dan, as to whether there will be any returning characters, maybe. Because the game takes place in some kind of afterworld that only gods go to,
Mhm.
and you will possibly see old gods that were defeated by Kratos, which is the first thing that makes this, well, I guess one of the things that makes this title frustrating. If you're gonna go through defeated past gods and new ones, right? Because they have different pantheons of gods now mixed in, like Egyptian and Chinese and all that. You would want to see how Kratos would interact with the people he defeated. Instead, we're never going to see that because it's going to be his wife. And also, the other frustrating about this thing, which I guess I'll just play some of it in the background, the combat looks good. I say that's frustrating because when they did the 2018 God of War and Ragnarok, Kratos played like tank controls, and nobody understood why. Because the first batch of games were character action games where you could jump around freely, and people just kind of got used to it, like okay. But then we come here and it's like they fixed the combat, and I'm like, yo, fam, why didn't you do this with Kratos?
By the way, the game I was thinking about, Mortal Kombat Mythologies.
There you go. There you go.
Sub-Zero. They didn't do any other mythology, but you know.
All right, there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't have to skip around this. Oh, this is Kratos burying her, I guess. Boy. Hold on, resets here. Honestly, I'm still pissed off about how they handle Agrabota. Finally add black people and make their culture Nordic. They should have made her half Egyptian. Honestly, they could have kept Agrabota white because they were going to add a Egyptian mythology anyway. So I'm so we know why they do it, man. They do this all the time. They just race swap for the sake of race swap. You can't race swap. It's a fictional character. All right, you know. Then it goes into that argument.
How they do it? They want you to have the conversation.
Right.
But it's a limited conversation where you're only allowed to say certain things.
Now, the people's other complaints was like that they didn't render the actress in the best light. Now, I'm used to America. This is how they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is like alternative to Eastern entertainment. They think like they got that handled, so we'll be like ultra real as an identity.
Right. Sorry, I said America. I should say the West. Really. But I think Santa Monica is based in Cali, so. Yeah, they like the hyper realism. You know what I mean? Like it's a little creature. Let's speed along here. Yeah, so as you can see here, she's got like what looks to be like a little bit of a closed in still, because it's still kind of tanky, which is annoying. I hate having to like back up to turn around, but her combos look a little more fluid. And I just don't understand why Kratos wasn't moving like this. It took y'all 3 games to figure this out. Like, yeah, that's a little frustrating to me personally. Now, of course, there's debate online of like, you know, it's the typical, oh, the chuds, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't play a game unless like it's like a bombshell or something. Or you calling this actress like ugly? What's wrong with y'all? And I'm like, no, that's not the argument. Nobody thinks Deborah's ugly, bro. The argument is how the West renders their games. It's just it's probably minuscule, but it's a certain. They just know. I don't know
It's
what
like whenever you bring up like people's looks, it's just like a sensitive subject that will never get to any kind of resolution that's satisfying.
Yeah, no.
In the West, because they're very particular about these kind of things. You know, everybody wants to be told they're beautiful, and you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like you start like criticizing even video game characters, they're gonna flip out, and this is an actress, and the actress is not saying that she look, you know, she looking chopped in the game. So it's like they're kind of like caping for her.
Yeah.
Caping for somebody who don't want to be caped for.
Yes.
So it's kind of a weird thing to do or something. So I don't really know. Then they could call you weird. It's just never going to have a satisfying conclusion.
Listen, all I know
No
is
matter what side of the aisle you're on that argument.
I made only one point about this game online because I don't really care enough about this game to like be making big statements. But I was just like, listen, man, this is a thing from over here. If Capcom rendered this game, it would look different. That's all I know. Hands down.
Yeah,
like, there's no like if they had the same actress rendered her, somehow it would have looked different. And obviously the game looks graphically great. It just dawned on me that I actually haven't watched this entire thing. I can show you. It's abusive.
You can't keep me here.
Now, I'm sure the game will play fine. I mean, they know how to. These people know how to make a good game. But whether it's gonna sell well. Oh yeah, here I wanted to see this part. Because they got like, you know, these new games, you always got to have a new little companion along with you that like talks like 24/7. I don't know why like that's the new thing in like I don't know these games, but her companion seems to be some kind of cube. I saw somebody post up a tweet and they were like, what he said. He said, Nibble, can somebody tell me what in what mythology is their talking cube? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I couldn't tell you.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working. Us, Frank.
Also, the cube is named Frank.
He was named Frank. Oh man, why? Is the cube from like outer space or something? Is he from the future? What is it? Why is it called Frank?
I don't know.
Franco.
She still got to defend the Punisher in the you know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
Frank Castle.
He's a gelatin cube, right?
Yeah,
now.
Great.
I want to see the origin.
So, what's the plan, boss?
What's the plan, boss?
Frank.
This is the millennial writing here.
Yeah.
That cask.
This is like they write the
That's why
Odyssey
you're
too.
trapped.
They call each other dad and.
Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
Brother,
My magic, it's wrong here. I feel wrong here.
You want out, right?
This Q
We all
feel
want
wrong
that.
here.
You definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be here.
Of course, she's in the land of the dead.
Yeah.
I guess
what if
this
I
is
need to be
past,
somewhere
present, and
else?
future. So
Then focus on what you do need.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, my man's throwing me off.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Get ready.
Also, why isn't she talking in that accent? Rena said, where are they going with this lore? Okay, so it's not just me, right? Like, I saw a glimpse of this. This is about as much of the Cube as I've watched since it first appeared. And I was like, whose man's is this, bro? Like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's the story on this. Like, it's supposed to. I know they're all speaking English when they should be speaking, like, I don't know, Greek or some kind of I don't know where are they from now in this game. They like jump through all the
Oh,
mythologies.
yeah, this is Norse mythology now.
Well, in any respect, like these people are talking to a cube named Frank right now. This is like it's like some character that'll be like in some show on Freeform TV back in the day or something, like some kind of I don't know millennial Court Chungus writing right now. So I mean, you just got to roll with it. This is a nation that's raised off of like I don't know Adult Swim cartoons and like edutainment.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what they know right now. This is it, okay? This is like post Whedon writing right now.
Rue? I think
Oh, also the ribbons on her sword also talk.
Yeah, this is Steven Universe.
give her the
stuff,
sword.
How do I know I can trust her?
I'll give it back. I promise.
Okay. Take it.
Get out of here!
Not until I get you out.
I don't.
Hey, kid! Get ready!
So just so that you know too, like, while you're playing the freaking game, like Frank is in the background, bro. Like, you can do stuff like I've seen some people like knock an enemy and like get bounced into Frank, and I'm like, let me get this straight, B.
Yeah.
I'm playing Kratos' wife, and I gotta use combos to set it up to bounce off a Jello in the background with a talking sword. You're killing me.
Do what you gotta do. But who's the Jello? Like maybe this. I don't know. We're not all familiar with every piece of Norse mythology. Maybe
I don't know. Maybe there's a piece of Jello. You know what I'm saying?
Frank.
In Norse, can somebody let me know? Correct me. Educate me on the mysteries of Frank and why his name is freaking Frank. Why would somebody be? Look, man. I don't know. I'm gonna make a game on African lore, and they're gonna have a talking triangle named Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. You're being creative, Sean. You gotta think outside the box. We have a very narrow definition of what could be, and we need to get from here to here. You know what I'm saying? We need to expand the definition. You know what I'm saying? You want to make a game for African mythology, and there's a talking Timberland or something in the game, then that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You dictate, they provide. You hear what I'm saying?
look, man. Look.
That's what the video game companies are there for.
The Jello's frying me. I don't know. I can't.
Hey, I mean, look, is it a deal breaker? I don't know. I mean,
It's not a deal breaker to me. Like I have no hard opinion on this game. I know people do, but I'm just like, whatever.
cube from space. It's a land of the dead, I guess. So like maybe the
Eh,
cube was from the future, and the cube died a long time ago, or in the future, and past, present, and future are all on the land of the dead. So he's talking to an alien named Frank. Could be that. I don't know.
I mean,
That's kind
that's
of
like mad forward thinking. I didn't think
like a
about that.
quirky choice, but you're playing quirked up games right now, bro. This is how they write everything. Crazy.
Sammy said, "What's up, man?" Said one look at Lofi game doesn't look that bad. I said
Yeah,
like I was saying before. I will say this: the combat system looks the best it's been in new school God of War, which is like the kind of setup that
for
I
sure.
wanted for Kratos as far as the combat system. But whatever.
I think like remember you saying like how the corporate games and the corporate movies
mhm,
they're like starting to lose money, it's beginning noticeable, and there's been layoffs, and they're talking about AI replacing people, so they're like kind of getting a little nervous.
mhm,
So I think like the new crop of these type of entertainment ventures, they're trying to give the people half of what they want and half of what the company wants, which is not what people want.
yeah.
So you got to so you're really going to get what you want, like, and you're really going to get what you don't want, but together. Before you were just getting like nothing you want, really, like, maybe like a third of what you want.
Mhm,
I think they're going to upgrade it to half, like take here, right? The combat system looks pretty tight,
yeah.
the graphics are pretty solid, right? The music is good, right? I mean, but you just got to deal with a cube named Frank, what I'm saying? Hey, what up, Frank?
Right.
The
Frank
game's
is
called
killing me, bro.
Lawfy. What I'm saying? It's not a cool sounding word, Lawfy. I'm sure it has some kind of meaningful resonance, but Lawfy's not like, like God of War. That's pretty cool by itself.
Hold on. See, Sam brought up a good point. I was legit waiting for my man to go right next to Egypt next because that's what they were setting up. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, what is this direction? Like, where are we going? What are y'all wasting your resources on? Listen, especially the amount of money that it takes to be making games. I'm like, don't know if we have in a AAA field. I'm not sure we got time to mess around. But whatever, I don't know how the game's gonna sell. It won't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I can't play it because I don't have a PS5.
Yes.
And
But it's interesting. I mean, thank you for sharing.
yeah, that's about as much as I have to share. Um, the other I guess topic of controversy, which I didn't talk about too much on Twitter, was the Wolverine game. And look, man, I don't really have much to say about it. Like, I don't know, the game's it's violent like Wolverine's supposed to be. I guess the topic of discussion was Jean Grey. Now we can talk about Deborah Ann Woll, and how she's rendered. We already know she's an attractive person, right? Any rendering has to do with the hyperrealism and how Santa Monica handles that. Jean Grey, I ain't gonna lie, she looked like my first grade teacher, bro. Like,
Is this like an X-Men in the future or something? Like, this is like,
no, you can't say X-Men.
what are you talking about?
You're not being inclusive.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that they reported that in this game there
Okay.
is no X-Men.
There's no X-Men. There's an X-Men right there. Like, she's right there.
No. She's part of a team of mutants who help stop other mutants.
Yeah, like the X-Men?
Yeah, like the X-Men, except it's called Team X.
Team X?
I'm like, all right. They've joked about this concept for so long, saying like, oh, like men is not an inclusive statement. And they finally did it, bro. Somebody finally did it. Team X.
So Team X is X-Men. It's not like a separate team like X-Force or
Now, see, we don't know
X-Factor
that.
or
We don't know that yet.
okay.
But it is a group of mutants that help combat other mutants called Team X. Now, maybe we're all wrong, and later on they'll introduce the X-Men, but that's all the information they've given us thus far.
Okie dokie.
Other than that, the Wolverine combat, like once again, combat looks tight. It's Insomniac. They know how to make a game. So I'm not gonna take that one. Same shit, I'm still calling the X-Men. Not facts, because I'm like, what are we talking about? It's X-Men, bro. Like,
It's like the soft launch of this concept, calling them Team X instead of the X-Men.
I
in
feel
this
like the
game.
time to launch that concept passed. I feel like
Seriously, like they already have the cartoon X-Men '97.
yeah. I'm like, yo, I don't think Marvel cares anymore. I don't think
Yeah.
trying to care about that, like maybe like 7 years ago or something.
Yeah, like that concept got in the news because the who was a woman that she worked there, and she talked about they need to be called X people, or
Yes, I remember that. Yes, yeah.
what was her name? She got fired.
Forgot,
Oh,
bro.
Power knows on the chat. I forgot.
Right.
I used to know this name, but Victoria Alonso, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an exec at Marvel.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, they gotta stop calling them X-Men because there's women on the team." And then like the internet went crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's a billion videos about that. And then I don't know. I think she clashed, or she hired Bo DeMeo to make X-Men '97. So I guess she didn't care that much.
Mm-hmm.
But. And then she got fired or something. I forgot. She got fired eventually because they were trying to push her out, and she made a movie about Argentina.
Okay. Oh yes, right.
And she was supposed to make movies outside of Marvel's, I don't know, purview or whatever. Like they had to get permission from Marvel. She wanted to do outside projects, and she didn't. And they found out when she was nominated for an Academy Award for this short movie, and they fired her.
Right.
So at that point, we all thought that the X people thing was
over. Yeah, I thought it was over.
Busted. You know what I'm saying?
They
lived
back
with her, and it's over with her. But now it's back. It reintroduced through here, called Team X. Allegedly, right?
No, this is not a legend. that is a proven fact. They reported this in major, like, it's Team X, buddy. That's it. But like Slogren said here, it's X-Men. Like, we all know it's X-Men. We just stop the nonsense. It's like,
so it's funny because like this game has like these action scenes where it's like totally brutal.
Yes.
And Wolverine, he's slicing and dicing people. The blood's going all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they made it like extra brutal just so they can like, bring in the Team X concept and whatever else. Like, so they'll get dudes to like
maybe it's extra brutal for them. I know Kotaku made this thing talking about we got to talk about the violence in Wolverine, and I'm like, we got to talk about the violence. Like, yo, I played Ninja Gaiden 4. Blood. The violence level in that game is so ridiculous. In a good way. Like, it's about as much as Wolverine. So maybe they think it's overboard, but I'm like, nah, this is about that's about the level. That's about the level. That's about the standard level for violence that I would have expected out of Wolverine, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I just have to say this, regardless of the fact that Jean Grey looks like my first grade teacher. Why are these outfits like mad lame? Like, and I'm not talking about like, oh, have Jean Grey in something scantily clad. I'm just talking about like have her in something better design. Like she just came out here looking like, I don't know. She's dressed like she was cosplaying as Neo from Reloaded specifically. It's just very boring. Well, I guess they try to have all these panels on the coats because like video game design and movie design love panels. But hold on, let me read some of the chat though. The Rats here says this Team X is the modern world. We are in the modern world, sir. Rita said, okay, but X-Men and X-Women? No. Yeah. Team
See, I thought it was
X.
X-Men like mankind. Like it's like a
Yes, that's what
man
it was
or a
supposed to
woman
be.
or a woman.
No. You think it too?
Like it's
You making too much
X-Men.
sense.
It's like they're not a man or woman, they're an X-Man. It's
Yeah,
like a whole different race of mankind.
that's yes, that's what it's supposed to be.
Not like they only men on the team.
Listen, if you think in only like specific ways or ideologies, this is the stuff that you come up with your head. This is offensive. I'm like, huh? Like, and it's confusing to us because I'm like, yo, I was reading X-Men as a kid. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is weird. Said not X people. Power said, from what has been explained, Team X is the X-Men in this universe. So you telling me, hold on. So you telling me, like, for multiple games or whatever, how many ever they're gonna make a Wolverine, which we know eventually he's just gonna get replaced by X-23. I'm almost certain, right? Or Dakin. You're telling me that they're just gonna keep calling them Team X for however many games Wolverine is gonna last?
So it's like a separate universe.
Well, yeah, because Insomniac is always a separate universe. I mean, I think this game exists in the same universe as Insomniac Spider-Man, in which like Venom was not Eddie Brock.
It's the Insomniac verse.
Yeah, the Insomniac verse
So
right
they
now.
make whatever they want. They do what they want. So it's like you have Team X there, and
They get to make whatever they want because they got good sales and they make good games. Like the games are good. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like, but then they get the
when
excuse to do any of this silliness.
when's NetEase gonna do like a narrative game? And they're gonna do they're gonna make what they want.
They
And I think I
should.
like their version of what they want.
Oh
Now you
yeah.
should, yeah.
They about to cook in a couple of weeks when Cyclops gets added to the game. I've seen. Okay, I gotta look into this. The Narat said, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, by the way, but said I seen people upset about Tupac being in the game, call it disrespectful. Yeah, what is it with the Tupac game thing? I don't. I'm
Tupac
so
has a game.
like he's in a game. I'm so lost. I feel like that needs its own stream. I I literally saw it like 2 hours before I got on here, bro.
Oh, I'm trying to look it up. Is there a trailer for this?
I think so.
What's it about? Like Tupac trying to get his beats together or something like
I
that for the
forgot.
music
Somebody tell me the
studio?
name
Or
of the game.
is Tupac like in an adventure or something?
I don't even think he. Look, I don't know. I'm confused. I couldn't tell you. Riot Kitty is here. What's this up, Riot?
So like, it's like, is he gonna be like mocapped into like a Jurassic Park adventure? Is he gonna,
They
like,
rendered him into something, bro.
that's hilarious. I gotta find out what's
Riot,
going
were
on.
you on Makani stream? I don't know. He was streaming the earlier games, Summer Games Fest. Hold on. What else is there?
Bro, Team X.
Said Team X sounds dumb. It sounds mad dumb. Like I saw Team X and I was like, I almost wrote about it on Twitter, but like it. I don't know. There's a lot of this. Like I've made this conversation before. Like there's a lot of things that go on in entertainment that just kind of short circuits me, and I'm just like I can't. Like I'm not going by the game, so it's like.
Yeah, it's like hard to be like personally invested in
Yeah,
something
I'm
that you're not
like,
gonna buy anymore. Like they're
yeah,
just
it's
over
like,
it. They've already flooded the zone with disrespectful lore type games. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So it's like to even ask for anything anymore, to even expect anything close to what you remember and loved as a child, it's just forget it, bro. It's just not going to
what?
happen. And it's not going to happen for the reason that they don't want to make it. Like specifically, the company doesn't want to do it. They have their own ideas of what life is, and they want to instill it into you. And that's it.
Yeah,
And that's the only reason. It's not because like it's like this He-Man movie, right?
mm-hmm.
Like, look, I ain't gonna be like the 18th person to like dunk on it or something. But I mean, the decision to make him an HR employee was that like focus tested to see like if the audience really want to see that?
I don't
Like,
think so. They were going to do it regardless.
That increase the sales of these tickets by like 10-20% by making him an HR manager?
No,
wouldn't have mattered. Would it if they would have just went with the canonical lore of him just being, a prince or whatever, like Ted turned the He-Man,
Mhm.
like, and take place in that world of Eternia?
Mhm.
Would it matter? Would it decrease sales if it was just like that, or stay flat? Flat or up? I think it's just like it would have just been
It's flat
flat
or up, bro.
or up. That's what I said. Making him an HR manager and putting that in the commercial like 100%, so that the old fans are like, "What is this?" and the hit job on my childhood. Would that stay flat or go up? Making that decision. Would sales go flat or up? At best, it would go flat and down.
Yes.
So why do it? Right? It's like it only pleases people at the top, right? I don't know. Like, I'm just saying. Maybe people love that. I love it. I love when they change. I don't know. I just think it's like a small minority of people who like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but then it's
I'm
like
just saying. But then you get Team X, right? They're like, whatever. It's a Wolverine game. You got your hardcore violence, right? He's snapping bones. He's
and then
slashing people up. What do you care? It's called Team X, bro. Does it matter? Okay, it's called Wolverine. Stop complaining. Right? But it's like a decision like that is like, well, will that hurt sales or help? And it's like, well, it might hurt.
right.
And you're like, well, then why do it? Because I want to. Sick of them calling X-Men. I want to. It comes about like, I don't know, some kind of personal ego trip.
Right. Yeah. Is Cyclops even in this? I don't know, man. Team X, all right.
Team X. You know what's crazy though? Like, let's say I have to work on a property, right? Like, like you're a game dev, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your dream is to make, I don't know, some game you made in your head or something that costs $1 zillion, right? Now you can make any game you want, make it on Steam, but it's not going to be AAA. It's not going to get the promotion. So you're stuck like, I don't know, you're making properties, right? You're adapting something from other media, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where you are in your career. Why won't you just like embrace it wholeheartedly, right? Like if they gave me some property, I don't know, like think anything that I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like read all the stuff about it, try to get into it, and deliver it to make the fans happy. And then be known as the guy that knows what he's doing. you know what I mean?
Can't do that. It needs to be changed.
And
Look,
it needs
man.
to be changed.
And
for
this
them,
is
not for
and
me.
but this is going back to this is why like the most I was about to say about it, which now that I'm doing this stream, I probably won't say anything at all. Is we'll get into that later. That's going to be our last topic. Like the most I'm gonna say about it is like, listen, I was about to say I feel bad for anybody who's still like holding on to like anything that these corporations are gonna give us because like I don't know, I've been blackpilled on all of this like a long time ago. I'm like, I don't expect anything to actually like be what I want, and it's fine because I'm not gonna be there. I'm sure this will be a fine playable game. I have no interest. I got games I want to buy. So Team X, y'all. I don't listen.
Do they show the rest of Team X? Who's on Team X?
No, they do not show Team X. It's just Wolverine and Jean, and them fighting Trask over here.
You're not going anywhere.
Everyone shoot!
Wolverine going ham.
Son of a bitch!
This felt like bitch.
He's going ham, son. Oh snap! He got the rage meter. You know what I'm saying?
That's the appeal to dudes. It's like, okay, dudes, you get all the violence you want. You just gotta take this Team X. All right.
Right.
That's the trade-off. That's like you get something you want. The creators get something they want. That's like the deal.
I don't know. Oh, and everyone's talking about like I'm actually never going to mention this. I'm never going to mention this. It's so unmentionable. I'm not even going to mention it right now. Like I don't even care.
So,
Go get your money, bro. Because it's like Listen, if they kept hiring you, were you gonna turn it down?
No. Well, I don't know. Depends on what they hire me for. I'm saying.
How much else she getting paid? You know what I'm saying? I think there's a new game. I think there's a new trailer from today that she's in it again too. And I'm like, yo, her bank account must be crazy. I think she's supposed to be Callisto, by the way. Just so you know. Hey, y'all said it. I didn't. I'm just showing. I'm wondering who this chunky kid is over here. I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
what's up with that? You got the Orphan Annie hairdo right now?
yeah. I don't know. This dude
Who that?
sucks. All right. People complain
That-
about Deborah all the one. Whose man's is this? Okay, that's what I
Who that?
want to know.
Who is this team?
Get this. Who is this?
Who is this crew?
And who is this emo kid with the leopard pants? What is happening right now?
I think that's a woman.
Oh, sorry.
I can't tell. It might be a kid. I don't know.
I'm
I think it's like a
misgendered.
full-grown person.
I can't tell.
I think it's a full-grown person. I don't know.
Our brother said Deborah has left the realm of humanity and become digitized. Yeah, she might be an AI program at this point.
It's true.
Do we know do we even know if Deborah is real?
It's true. I haven't seen her in real life in a while. I just see her in these games. You think when she passes on, she wrote one of those things in the will that they could use her AI to make games? You know, like they like Val Kilmer, they can use his likeness and things.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
She'd be digitized forever and she'd be in games to the day we die. And then we could be digitized along with her. We could all live in like the AI heaven consciousness.
Digital heaven, bro. Like,
yeah, it's like like that episode of Black Mirror. You know, saying I forgot the name of it. I was gonna say Andreas, but that's something else. Yeah.
Shit. Make her Storm, please. No, she had to be Callisto. They can't make her Storm. By the way, they still threatening. They still this threat is still going around of like, what's her name wants to be Storm. What's her name again?
Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, can we not? Can we just not? Anyway, that's a whole other conversation. I'm not gonna get into that. Sammy had asked before if I'm gonna see He-Man. You know, I've seen clips of it that look fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen clips of it that look fun. I don't know if I feel like going to see it. I've been so movie distant lately that I just don't get up and go.
Well, it's expensive. One,
but next week.
But two is next week is the Furious, baby.
Yep. Listen. I'm definitely there's nothing to stop me from watching The Furious. It's getting watched. It might be the only movie that I watched this year. But sure, Spider-Man, I'm watching The Furious.
The thing about the He-Man thing is that it seemed like they were really hanging on this whole plot of he's an HR employee who's disgruntled with his life that's now introduced into the new world of Eternia. They really set that up, like in every commercial spot, every like trailer, every like TV interview and all this. Like they really thought this was like the hook. I think these corporate guys, they get into like what other people were doing so much, like Barbie. They were trying to like make Barbie. The way Barbie was like a cultural conversation for like, I don't know, America. How she leaves Barbie world to go into the real world. This is like the inverse. Like it's a dude who's like being told what to do.
I feel like
and now he's like in a world where he could be a hero. So it's like, but I don't know, man. Like
the people who like those aspects of the story are the same people that invent stuff like Cole Young.
Right, it's like Cole Young. So it's like I'm watching Mortal Kombat, and it's like it's like when they give you like a pizza, like hey, free pizza, and it's like cool, free pizza, and then there's like some ingredient you don't like you don't like the anchovies. Mm-hmm. So then you got to pick out the anchovies to eat the pizza. Like you still eat it, but it's like something there that's like
messing with you.
Okay, I got to pick it out first and then eat it, and it still tastes a little bit like anchovies after I pick it out. So it's not like the best pizza I can have. And then people keep ordering that pizza, and at some point, just like, you know what? No, I'm just not. I just, not for like $20 or whatever the hell it costs to
Right.
buy a movie ticket. Like it's just like, nah.
Sorry.
Next time when you prepare these things, just give me the accuracy slot that I demand.
Right.
And then if you complain about it, oh, he's a chud. Oh, he just wants to see things from his childhood. He doesn't want like human to be an HR employee. That's evil. I think you should be unalived. And it's like, I don't need to be part of the conversation. So I just don't engage. It's like, oh, no, I just want to watch it. I know some dude did a whole crash out on it, right? Like Tom from the Midnight Dead show.
Oh yeah, he went
And-
ham. I didn't watch the whole.
And now
crash
they're
out.
clowning his crash out. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know. Maybe he was an OG fan or something that, shouldn't it be. I mean, it's funny because like they're trying to be like, they're trying to use him as an example of like, he's the crazy one and I'm the sane one. And I'm just like, but shouldn't they be catering to these people who spend like $30,000 a year on Mattel toys? Like to get them on board to evangelize to the other people to watch this movie, to get, instead you want to like irk them or something and then get a whole nother audience that may not exist.
You know what's funny? People are starting to get into the people who claim they were not involved in toxic positivity are starting toxic positivity.
Yeah, I'm not even invested in it. I just don't understand whatever conversation is erupting from He-Man.
I don't know. I don't.
Online.
I don't want to be a part of it. Actually,
it's kind of weird.
Maybe that's the other reason I don't feel like seeing it, because I don't want to be part of the conversation. Like,
it's just weird.
I'm just like, I'm good, man. Maybe in like 5 years I'll watch it.
It's just weird. Like
I got a time limit. Like I'd like it. Like in 4 years I can watch Superman.
Did they try to have these purity tests or something? Now, if I don't want to watch the He-Man movie, that means I'm bad now. Like I'm like, what is this? Aren't these just movies that I can just watch?
They were saying the same thing about God of War. Somebody posted up, if you don't buy God of War lawfully, you're not a real gamer. And I'm like, what does that even mean? What does that mean?
I go on a level, right? Like I'm not really strict. Like, look, if you want to change something, you can change it. It's fine. But the rule is like this for me. And for me, not for everybody else, but for me, right? You have the cool zone. And then you have the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? Or what I call the lame zone, right? So you get the cool zone and the lame zone, right? So if you don't know how to make an original cool thing, what's the next best thing, right? You buy something cool, right? You buy a property that's already been deemed cool by the public. And cool is subjective, but it's something that made a crap ton of money that people are still fans of from years to come, right? So He-Man's one of those things, right? Or X-Files, or whatever, right? Stargate, anything, right? So you get one of these, right? And then it's like, already the work's been done for you, okay? Like 90% of the work has been done for you. Just replicate what's been good and add maybe one thing or not. It's up to you, right? You basically, instead of building like a Ferrari, you bought the Ferrari, all right? Now you have a Ferrari of a property. You're in the cool zone. Now you want to change stuff, right, to your Ferrari. Right? Now I'm talking about Ferraris. You start adding bumper stickers to the Ferrari, son. Now this is known as not cool, gauche, it's a bad change, right? Now, if you add like, I don't know, a faster engine to the Ferrari, now it's like going a zillion miles an hour and the car stays intact. You just improved the Ferrari, bro. You have a cooler Ferrari.
Right.
So the rule of cool is if you change something, does it make it cooler or less cool? And if it's less cool, then you in the lame zone.
Yeah.
All right. It's like with Batman 89, right? People thought like, oh, it was gonna be lame because his suit was black and all that. Like it looked like weird, looked like plastic. And then when you saw the movie, it was like, oh, it's kind of cool that he's like all in black. It's kind of it kind of was a cool way he did it. You know what I mean? So you're in the cool zone.
The change has to be an improvement. Now, if the change is a sidestep into comedy, lameness for the sake of comedy, then it's like that HR department. I'm like, no.
It's like the HR department made the movie. Like they're trying to teach you about like it's better to make it this way because it'll
But
I don't
that's
know
fine
improve,
because
I don't know.
they could do what they want. I won't be there.
It's like when they changed the Crow, so they made the Crow like I made Eric Draven a rock and roll guy. Like
Mhm.
he's in a band. He recorded like one album or something. He was trying to be big.
Hmm.
Or he's trying to be a musician and he got killed, right? That's actually kind of cool that he was a musician because it's like the movie and the original comic book was music was part of it. Like the James O'Barr was into the Cure and he was into Joy
Oh, right.
Division and
Kitty
he had
says she
like
gotta go.
lyrics involved in that. So it kind of helped
Hold on.
solidify who he was in a movie.
Right.
So it was an improvement, right? So you're still in the cool zone. Anyway,
No, I
move
was
on.
just saying bye to Right, Kitty.
Oh, all right, no doubt.
Have a good one. He said Deborah. Why is Deborah just Deborah in cosplay in every character she plays? It does feel like that. But so anyway, go on. Continue with your point.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Let's fly through the comments. Alfredo said, I was still going bonkers for Street Fighter 6's new character and Virtua Fighter 6. Yeah, that was. I'm not big into fighting games. I would play them. It's just, I don't know. I'm not competitive enough. Power says, setting. The game spans across 5 different eras, 5 cities in Japan. Wait, I'm not sure what game he was talking about. Skullgrin says, when it comes to corporations now, we need to move on. Don't give money to people that hate you. Especially when we have so many alternatives to support. I 100% agree. This is the reason I don't even get involved in like the majority of some conversations that happen. I'm just like, all right, bro. Like I'm
Well,
gonna go over here.
well, they hate you, but through the game, they're trying to influence people to be less hateable from their perspective. So if you play the X-Men game or the Wolverine game and accept the Team X concept, then the people who made the game will hate you less and would want to do, I don't know, a better job next time. I don't know. Like that's their goal, I think.
Or I could do what I did since Spider-Man 2 and not buy the game.
Well, you play what you want.
Because I didn't buy Spider-Man 2.
But it becomes a whole thing of like you gotta hold your nose, like just like, all right, I'll accept this part to get to this part, and it's like why do things have to be like chores? Like I don't know. I think we lost the ability to enhance things for a new generation, like what we need to enhance.
Mm-hmm.
Like like Marvel Rivals, how they like made Sue Storm like a person that people care about and want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they just do that? Huh?
No. See, what do you mean? Why can't they? They can't do that. Like,
nobody in comic book world was talking about like Sue Storm or the Fantastic Four for anything really, except they're making a movie and that'll be cool, but not like in a art sense, like a drawing sense.
Well, okay, so this does include a drawing sense though, because remember, Marvel Rivals is a hero shooter. So the storyline in the game, which I guess if you read all the text, there's actually mad story.
Right.
But like, since the only conversation you're going to be having is in the lobby, and whenever like the characters like off each other, that means that the reason that they cared about any of these characters was simply because of cool factor. Which, by the way, cool factor is the conclusion that people need to start coming to. That we had the tired conversation because of God of War and because of Wolverine on women. It's like, oh, you guys don't like hyper realistic, beautiful women. And then it became oh, you guys are sexist and don't want to play as women. And I'm like, I thought we had enough sense to know that that's not actually true.
Yeah, but this is a conversation that's been going on for 10 years, bro. And like,
yeah, but it's like, I was like, But the funny part is, like, it begins on Monday and then ends today because they're just like, oh, you don't want to. I'm like, no, yes, people want to play as Kratos, okay? It's like, so they're misogynistic because they don't want to play as a woman. And that's the reason that, and I'm like, guys, you're not listening, okay? Claire Redfield is back today, okay? Today she is back. You want to know how many complaints Claire Redfield has?
0. They be thinking like in the West, like you gotta complain. Like you gotta put one thing in there to get people mad, like on purpose. Like it's like they got a checklist, like a pre-flight checklist of what they need to put out in a game or a movie or something, and they have to have one thing to irritate people. How come in Japan there's like no thing to irritate you?
Because
It's just more interesting, cool things. Like they stack that up.
it's because of what you said before. You said about Sue. Like, oh, they made people care about Sue. You want to know why? Because Sue was looks maxed, okay?
They look smash the characters.
That's it. That's literally it. Like, that sounds shallow. That is literally it, okay? Deborah Ann Woll was not looks maxed.
So
In
that
the
creates
God
a
of War
conversation
game.
about who looks maxing and
But that needs to be the conversation, because the conversation that happened is like, oh, people are misogynistic. They don't want to play as a woman. I'm like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I
Stellar
would
Blade
say
has a
it's
new trailer.
right. It's going to make $1 zillion. Why don't they just do that? That seems easier to do, right? I mean, it's probably easy to do from the West perspective too. They could just like get the Stellar Blade game and use hacking technology to like hack the game to find out how to make the characters look like that and like the levels look like that, and
See, Brina Bro said people want to play as Kratos, not any random male Kratos. If the game was starring, and I actually did see this, I saw a dude do some professional, high-level fan art years ago of Atreus grown up. It looked fire. If that was the game that came out this week, was announced, and it was Atreus, they would still complain. They want Kratos, bro.
maybe social media killed everything, bro. Like everything's so performative. Everything is so like made to make people argue on Twitter and stuff. It's just like they don't care about the actual game itself in the West right now. Maybe Japan's the only one that can do things, and like China, because they got nose to the grindstone. They just like working. You know what I'm saying? If they find somebody like tweeting while they're working, they probably will have them executed or something. You know what I mean? Like over here, it's like, oh, you're tweeting, go ahead. All right, we gotta do more of that. Actually. Anyway, what's the chat saying?
Let's see. Probably Pro to why is she in all these games? Yeah, I don't know, man. Her paycheck crazy. I saw one post that said like the reason that Deborah Wilson, excuse me. I just got my two Deborahs like mixed up. That Deborah Wilson is not bothering with like live action stuff is like, oh, it's because she had too many tattoos now. And I'm like, really? And then they showed her like her whole arms are covered up, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the real reason, but okay. I know she got the video game scene on lock.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to challenge the notion of what could be and what could not be in the game, and I guess people
I
they
got
want
no
to look
beef with
fast.
Deborah. I got no beef with Deborah Wilson. It is kind of funny that she's in every game.
Deborah was Deborah Ann Woll. No.
Yeah, I'm mixing them both up.
Deborah was
Said those complaints were also happening in Dragon Ball fandom in relation to Xenoverse 3, as this one creator is getting roasted right now because Fasha is not a more popular character to play. Who's Fasha? I heard there was some slight controversy about Xenoverse 3, but
it's funny, like at what stage can you complain about something for not being accurate to the original?
apparently they don't want you to complain. Like, you're not supposed to like everything.
Does that retroactively make Dragon Ball Evolution a good movie?
Yes.
In their eyes? You know? You still complain about that. We ruined, the careers of many people over that, like by complaining about it. Like, so if that movie came out now, would they be like, you're just you're a chud in the basement? Now, also, Death Note. Hey, Death Note.
Hmm.
Death Note was a movie by Netflix, right? They had race swaps,
Yes.
and they trashed the careers of they scared Adam Wingard away from Netflix for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But it's like if they adapt a Japanese thing into an American property, it makes more sense that they would not all be Japanese,
Yes.
and people were still mad about that, which is crazy, like you say, in a way. But I guess they're super hardcore that's what the fans want. I don't know, and they already made Japanese Death Note movies anyway, so they could go watch that. But when you complain about the other stuff, it's like you're an evil person. I don't really understand any of the conversations per se.
Well,
But Japanese, look, Claire Redfield's back. All right, Claire Redfield.
well, I'm just saying, like Japan, the East destroys a lot of conversations because if the claim is that men just don't want to play as a woman because they're misogynistic, then Claire Redfield makes no sense. This is apparently
But
a
they really
remake
saying that though.
of
They're really saying that men don't want to play
yes
as women at all.
yes.
Like if they don't want to play
Yeah,
one game,
travel Twitter. Yes, because they had a problem with God of War Lawfee. They were saying, "Oh, it's these," and they wanted to play Kratos. They saw that as people saying, "Oh, I don't want to play this woman. I want to play this man." Not,
it's funny.
I want to play this character. I want to play Kratos, which was
It's
the
funny how
real.
they're trying to get deep into the psychology of like the male gamer and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
this
very
is a
interesting
thing
to
where it's
me.
like,
Sean is the gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more movie guy, but I do think it's funny how they want to challenge the mindset of the male gamer and what he's about. They want to psychoanalyze him down to like the nth degree.
because it's
Find
a
out like
political
who
battle.
is he attracted to?
It's a
He
political
will
thing.
play. Yeah, it's like he will play as female characters. But what if the female character is less good looking or not good looking at all? And then they get then they get upset. They're like, I don't want to play this. And then like, aha, I caught you. You're just an attractive woman liker, enjoyer,
No,
something
no, no,
like that.
no. You're getting too deep.
And now we have to
You're
trash
getting
you.
you're
No, but
getting
that's what
too.
they've done before in the past. With the Dove,
Yes, but now they've
Dove
reset. You have to
campaign.
understand this
I know
conversation.
they upgraded to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going 2.0. They're like, let's try something else. They're like a scientist, right?
Hmm.
They're just doing experiments on you behind like some glass partition or something, two-way glass. They can't see you. You can see that kind of thing. So like, all right, what if I give you Deborah Ann Wall? Like weird. So, some horned up gamer guy. It's like he's like going crazy. And then they're like, but what if she has zero makeup and like I make her eyes bigger or bulgier? They're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like, I caught you again. So it's like, I don't know, trying to trick some guy or something who's playing video games to see what he'll respond to or not, like some kind of Pavlovian experiment. Is this what's going on? Is this what's happening, Sean? Is you
the conversation? What I was saying,
gaming expert?
what I'm saying is that the conversation happens that way, but it resets.
Okay.
So what you just explained was too nuanced for Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Monday and Tuesday's conversation was men don't want to play as women at all. They reset back to they forgot about attractive women, which by the way, Deborah is an attractive woman. It's just like, I don't know, it's the way they render her, whatever. They went back to men don't want to play women at all, base level. And I'm just like, now remember, I'm outside the conversation because I have like no how hardcore investment in any of these like Western games, so I'm just like, whatever.
So is it like they're trying to challenge the notion that dudes will play a grizzled man, you know what I'm saying? Like Solid Snake or something when he's old and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna say, well, why don't you play as a grizzled woman? Like, because they're grizzled. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, they're
And
also
then,
missing
no
conversations
way,
like
man.
they're also missing conversations like, yo, nobody wanted to be Raiden at first.
It's true.
Yeah, Solid Snake, like Otacon. I gotta get to the base. And then all of a sudden it's like Raiden. And we're like, whose man is this?
But at the end of the day, it's like we're not in control of any. It's like they just make whatever they want. They can't stop. So I
Half
don't
of us
know.
didn't want to be narrow.
I think dudes who play these games, they don't want to be psychoanalyzed. Like they don't want to be provoked. Like at some point, it's just like they're gonna just drill down to their like psyche so much. Like, what are you attracted to? What are you not? Are you attracted right now? Are you looking at the screen too long? We need to have a camera to make sure that you're not being attracted to anything on screen, and we're gonna monitor. It's just like, bro, I can't. I just want to play games. I also gonna
Is
jump out the
Alpha
window,
Proto
bro.
confusing which Deborah I'm talking about?
They're both named Deborah, different spellings. Sounds the same. You're talking about Deborah Ann Wall right now. We're talking about Deborah Ann Wall. But you get what I'm saying, Sean? It's like they're trying to like push dudes into like, I guess, feeling ashamed of being attractive to attractive women. I guess, and they're trying to like catch them and drill down. I'm like, aha, I got you. What do you think about that? What do you want to say about that? And I think dudes are like freaking out right now. They're just like, stop messing with me, right? They're like, stop it, okay? I don't want to talk about this. I just want to play a game. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? They try to push them to the brink, right? So they
Well, it's
like
also because
crash out,
like
flip
these
out.
people have emotional attachments to these games, which is fine, by the way. Because when I talk about Streets of Rage, y'all gonna see some emotional attachment in a minute. Um,
And they want to talk to you, bro. Like a lot of modern gaming is about like community and conversation and talking about stuff. And it's like, bro, don't you want to play a game and forget about stuff? That's why they make like Japan makes this stuff. They work hard every day till they die, bro. The work ethic in Japan is crazy, bro.
nah,
They
facts.
work sun up, sundown. You know, in America, they're like overtime, no tax on tips. My vacation time. You know what I'm saying? All right, you get paid $80 an hour. In Japan, they just work till they die. That's why their games are so lit because like they actually need that, or else they're gonna like riot.
Yeah.
You know, they if you told them like you can't play as this character for whatever reason, or they only have to play as this character, or else like they hate you.
Mhm.
I don't know. They probably burn burn the city down. I don't know what they would do. So like, they work so hard. Okay. And I think now America, out of necessity, because the economy's so ass, they gotta like work to the bone.
Mhm.
I don't think you want to be pressing dudes too much on what they like and what they don't like. I just feel like why make them feel bad? Like, don't think about it so much. I don't know. Maybe if you're offended by that, they want to play picture one instead of picture two. I don't know. Does that make them a terrible person? I don't know. It depends. I don't. What do you think? You think it makes them a bad person? They want to play as left or versus right? Like, what do you think?
No, that's just people's
Just like
preference.
what's gonna sell more? Like the one on the left or the one on the right? Maybe the corporations don't need money. This is why I don't like talk about this stuff because maybe the corporations don't need money, bro. They could just
They
play
probably don't.
experiments on the people. You know, they can find the whole. You know, they can make these games to like sort of unveil the horned up gamer population or something
Mhm.
who clown them online. Maybe this is just a baiting strategy. It's like these $100 million games are just there to bait horned up dudes into exposing themselves online, no pun intended, so that they can clown them online and they can get likes on their Twitter. Maybe they're paid in likes, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Paid
the
in likes.
dopamine reception of getting a like is better than the money. You know, it's like how people can like waste their whole, I don't know, multi-million-dollar sports career, give it up for smoking crack all day. Maybe that's what it is for these game devs. They're just addicted to dopamine likes on Twitter by exposing horned up gamer people. Is that it? Instead of just giving them, you know, the slop that they want. Is that it? I don't know.
I mean, that's probably it.
Because I mean, think about when they work. They're not working to make a. They're not the owner of the company. They're just like work for the company. They get a paycheck regardless. I mean, it'll be the last paycheck they get if the game flops. But
I mean, these people are busy I mean, I don't know. The games industry is also like really volatile too, obviously.
Yeah. But everyone else has the same attitude too. So it's sort of like it's not like there's anybody except for the West. I guess the East is different. But since we don't live in the East or something, They don't,
The East don't have this conversation. Okay, they just go.
right, they just like, go, I need cash. Let's just make
They be
whatever
like,
they
all right,
like. I
bro,
don't,
we're making Resident Evil. That's it.
yeah. Oh, she has to be good looking in order to, you know, so I
They,
can
the
continue with my
the
life.
East just make
I will
games
do it.
like old Hollywood.
Yeah, they're just like,
Like,
okay,
who
you
do you
look
call? We need a
photogenic.
movie. Call Halle Berry.
Yeah, just call Halle Berry. Like, why?
Call
She's
Halle
busy. All
Berry.
right, give me somebody
Call
else
Angelina
who's,
Jolie.
yeah, just call them up. And then once that's taken care of,
Right.
that's like the pre-flight checklist. You cannot make the movie without this situation happening. Then they can begin, whatever. They can have her as a checkout girl at Sears. They could have, Holly Berry be an astronaut. They can have Holly Berry be the janitor. But it's like whatever it is. I don't know. They just do that as like the prerequisite or something so that they can get on with their day or something. And maybe it's evil. I don't know. Some level. I don't know. I
Hey,
don't know why they would say it's
why don't the
evil,
West start
but
doing
it
like
is
new
what it is.
stuff? Like they'd be like, we gotta get Deborah Wilson. I was like, yo, check this out. What if you just like got Nia Long for no reason? No. Okay, fine. It's like, like,
And it's so weird because, like, all right, so whatever, like, I guess Japan, they don't care. They just have you good looking all the time. It's like you have a permanent
and
Instagram
Korea
filter on your face,
and
and
China.
Korea and China, like the East as a whole, all of them. You're looking, 10 out of 10 all the time. Your looks maxed all the time, right? I don't think they think about it as like, oh yeah, these guys, except for those gotcha games. They're not thinking about like they're horning up the country and what that will do to the country.
Well,
They just do it and then move on with like the storyline.
They don't
But
think about it in terms of like catching people under like, let's see who's an incel, let's see who's horny. They're just like, they had a whole task force, bro, to try to make sure that Leon Kennedy was an attractive man in Resident Evil 9. They had,
and it's crazy because the East, they buy this stuff like crazy. They buy all the Japanese games. They buy all the Korean games. They listen to the K-pop singers. They're all looks max. They take these people who could sing, they kidnap them or something. They're like 11 years old, and they're like, and then train them for 7 years, unveil them when they're like, I don't know, 20 years old or something, or 19, and then they're like singing, dancing. They got the, the surgery and the nose, everything, bro. They like a machine, and men and women, and then people from the East, they buy that stuff. Oh my god, I love, all the dances, or Blackpink and all those people. Over here, it's like they're having like these conversations about, they would never do that here. It's just,
matter of fact,
but when the East makes it, they buy it though. But if the West does it, it's a conversation or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand. And then everybody's on like Instagram with filters on, and they're on Ozempic and real life, and that clavicular guy is look maxing. So it's like, where are we out with the beauty
that's another thing.
conversation?
Like we got like we can't like actually like be. We can't even have. It's so weird over here that we can't even have normal conversations about beauty. You got like psychos like bashing their face in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll look my best with a hammer. I'm like, yo, fam, can we just be normal?
Before it used to be like, okay, you got the hero, he's gonna look like, traditional Chad looking person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a female heroine, then she's gonna be looks max too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the computer expert. Maybe the computer expert doesn't need to be looks max. He could be Paul Giamatti,
right?
Because that's more like realistic or something like that. Like it's like how those shows like CSI, and they don't look realistic at all because everybody's Chad, everyone's a Stacy, like everybody's like looks maxed.
Wait,
which makes it like kind of like a ridiculous show,
right?
But before it used to be like the leads are looks max, the rest are like interesting character to their face.
We gotta get back to the chat because Alpha Proto said, "Did you know the K-pop groups change their members out of like baseball teams? When a member ages out, they replace them. Damn, that's hardcore.
True, I believe it.
That's hardcore.
And they
That
talk about like, and you think these Korean K-pop bands are not using AI to write these verses? Like they're doing everything, bro. Before AI, they would have like a person in one room, according to Billy Corgan anyway. I don't know. I was watching a podcast with Billy Corgan for Smashing Pumpkins. He said that in Korea, they have a person in one room writing the verses, and that's all he does is just write verses for songs. And then they have another person in a separate room writing the chorus, the chorus and whatever for the song.
Mhm.
So one doing verses, the other one's doing choruses, and they trade and swap them out to make different kinds of songs. It's like human AI.
That's interesting.
Like they have a team writing the songs, and then they give it to the person to sing. You know, yeah, and then that's how they make music. Now with AI, forget it. Like it's all manufactured.
Brina just said, kidnapping isn't too far off from K-pop horror stories I've heard, which is insane. Also, Power has let us know that there's balls maxing. I don't want to know how they do that. That sounds like it's painful.
I didn't think that was a thing. Like, why would people really care about that?
Is it like that? Is it like that joke? Who was the comedian? Was it Kevin Hart talking about he want to make his balls as smooth as silk or something? Like,
I don't know. That's the thing, bro. People looking at the texture of
of their huevos. Like,
I didn't know that was
what,
I don't know, a beauty metric.
wait, what? What are we doing?
That's grounds for divorce. I don't know. Maybe that's somebody's divorce settlement, like divorce papers. Like, she had to divorce him because, his balls were like, I don't know, like a reptile. That'd be
Sorry, I
hilarious.
missed a comment up here from that is sorry, man. I'm trying to read your screen name. I'll just say Xanto for short. The main conflict
Xanatos.
Xanatos. My bad. So the main conflict is of interest is that they keep trying to make these women eclipse traditional masculine roles while also not creating their own IP to do so. That is true.
There's
That's
plenty
a
of
whole other.
female. Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
there's plenty of female protagonists that are attractive and wanted, in my opinion, but it isn't enough or something.
No, they never create their own IP, which they should. We are very.
They do South for Midnight. They did Forspoken. They did what was the other one? Concord.
I mean, Concord was a hero shoot, man.
True.
Jabam!
What's the other one?
Never gonna forget Jabam, y'all. Never forget.
The game where they were like stealing stuff.
Oh,
Reloaded?
sorry. You think about Reload. I was thinking about Fair Games.
Fair Games. Remember the Fair Games? Did that come out?
What's Fair Games? Bring it
Why is
out.
it-
Make it come
why is
out. I want to see it. I want to see Fair Games right now.
It's because nobody's gonna buy Fair Games, so they have to like sneak it into other games. I don't know, bro. Like, I think like people too addicted to the news. Like they watching too much, like, I don't know, CNN or watching too much like TV, bro. Like I mean the news, like, ABC News Tonight or something like that. They watching too much. Like they
Maybe.
need to start reading books, like fictional books, like from the back in the day when people just thought about story.
You're
You know?
probably right, bro.
That's why I be watching old stuff on Tubi, bro, because it's just like people just cared about like writing stories. They just write plots. Then I'm
Yeah.
thinking about like, what's this gonna do? If I make this, what are people gonna be talking about on Twitter? It's not about my thing. It's just about some social thing I brought up.
Right.
Just care about stories. Anyway,
Marathon
This is
Project
big.
Ethos. I can't keep forgetting what the heck Project Ethos is. I feel like I gotta look it up. 1348 ex voto. Oh man.
It just becomes a thing where it's like, look, I don't know why there's a bunch of guys complaining like, oh, Deborah Ann Wool doesn't look like Deborah Ann Wool from the Daredevil show or something. And That's why they did it, so they could talk about it online, bro. At some point, it's just like, yo, can I just buy something and don't talk to me? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna buy Resident Evil, and the Japanese are never gonna talk to you,
Ever.
and that's great. You know what I'm saying?
You're just gonna buy it. There's a trailer over here, by the way.
Just make it simple stuff. Like, you want to see Claire Redfield? Here she is. Oh, okay, she was cool. I'm gonna play it. It's like good.
Yeah, I'll just play this in the background. It's kind of a long-winded trailer, but the graphics look insane.
I don't gotta think about this.
My computer finna die off of this. But man, said Duckborn mixtape.
Like when Hideo Kojima digitizes like the West's actors into his game, they just end up looking like how they look in the movies usually,
Yeah, I mean he's good at that.
Yeah, just like, oh yeah, it looks like how they look like in the.
Oui. Yes. So you're the American who called earlier, the sister of the man on the third floor. Ah, welcome to Paris.
America be like, oh, this is the main character.
It's so nice to meet you. It's freezing. Come in. Come in. We don't want you to catch a cold.
I mean, it could be a character
I
if it's
hate
like some
to
kind
say
of like
it, but
Murder She Wrote or
your
something,
brother-
like
Of course,
trying to solve
yeah.
some little mysteries in like a small town cabin or something.
In
Not for an
Wicklow.
action title though.
Yeah. That's what they want to do. They'd be like, oh yeah, watch this. You're doing karate moves.
I guess that'd be kind of funny when grandma's out here.
Yeah. Well, they had Queen Latifah as the equalizer for like 5 seasons, so maybe it's the thing. I don't
That
know.
guy. He's made such a mess again.
When did
Because Queen
we?
Latifah don't look like this.
I just cleaned
No.
it up a week ago.
About a
It's
week
like
ago.
a boulder rolled through here. Huh?
Huh?
Ah, the delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help ourselves. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Man,
It must be the maintenance man from this morning.
Capcom using this RE engine to the limit.
I'll bring some nice coffee to go with the biscuit.
I bet she's gonna take Chris Redfield food right now.
Crazy. Oh.
Don't go out there.
Oh.
I played Code Veronica. When I had a Dreamcast for like 2 seconds.
Alpha.
Don't move. Claire Redfield.
Yo! So what, they're like,
Yeah, I think everybody shared at the. Yeah, Brina, it's Resident Evil. They call it Resident Evil Veronica, but looks like this is a Code Veronica remake.
yeah, that's crazy. We start making like remake old game storylines like for other stuff too.
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Tip only the East should do it because the West would just mess it up.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to see the West do, honestly.
I would even want to see the West remake Maniac Mansion.
I don't want to see them remake nothing at this point, bro. Like, yeah, they can stay out.
Alpha Proto said video games don't need celebrity.
That is true.
They don't need real actors either. I like how Capcom just uses fashion models for the faces and other people for the motion and voices. Yeah, they just construct one person so that, and make them sign NDAs so they can never talk about their experience with the
Like
game.
DMC5, that was all constructed. Every single one of them characters. It was a Frankenstein, the creation. Dante, Virgil, V, Nero, Nico, Lady, Trish. It was crazy. It's crazy. And they do it well. They do it well. And this is the last trailer I'm gonna show. This is Stellar Blade. Makani lost his mind when
Power 100 says East having conversations now because they are reacting to how the West is treating their works. Yeah, I know. They provoke them into
yeah, I'm making videos on that. There's a lot going on. It's very
they're trying to
frustrating.
comfort Japan too, Sir Dan, as certain anime are given trigger warnings. Really? And some things involving the government getting to the mix. They get warnings and then I guess so. All right, what were you saying?
No, I was just showing the Stellar Blade.
You got the what's this? Stellar Blade? What? What man, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit before boarding.
Sean gonna be grooving to this song.
Now, admittedly, I still have to. I played the Stellar Blade demo, and I still have to buy the actual game. So I'll have to beat Stellar Blade before this game comes out.
Evie.
This character's Evie. She's a different protagonist.
I'm listening.
Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop saying weird things.
Okay,
Crazy.
take it easy.
Quiet.
They're cyberpunk backgrounds.
Initiating
You got the
sea
mouth
tracing.
motions like
Ready,
perfect with the
Angel.
dubbing, like
Roger.
Right.
in any language, bro. Nowadays, it's crazy.
Doors closing. How's it looking out there?
I can't stand crowds. It'd be better for both of us if we got out of here quickly.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong.
Hey,
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease! In the name of the Father!
Hey, yo.
Got the gauntlets on.
Rabbit?
Check out gauntlets.
It's crazy. They go for like a Blade Runner that's look in this one.
Yeah.
You don't be hunted, Cam. You know what I'm saying?
This boy don't play, bro. Sorry, I just want to go back and look at that shot. That shot is ridiculous, bro. What is happening right now? Like
that pushing the technology to the limit, bro.
Like can't even like stare at it, bro. Like can't even stare at it. This is like artistically hurts me. Like
this game looking tough.
So it looks better than the first one. It does. It does, and apparently this is a sequel that takes place, I guess, some years after the first game. Like I said, I know the gist of the story of the first game. I didn't play it all the way through. I only played the demo. I will buy it before this game comes out, and then hope that my rig can actually play this thing because this looks stupid. There you go.
That's how you do it.
I saw that. I was like, okay.
That's,
I was like,
that's how you do it,
you
folks.
can take my money. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, this is also joined. Remember, this all happened in the span of a week.
Yeah, this happened. This shown today.
This happened. This was shown today, and of course, this joined the female conversation.
Oh man, another conversation, bro.
Bro, it joined the
conversations?
It joined the conversation within the hour, bro. Within the hour of it being shown, to join the conversation, and they said exactly whatever you thought they were gonna say is exactly what they said. Oh, these men want to play this because she looks like a child. They're a bunch of PDFs.
Oh no, I didn't.
And I'm like, all right, bro. You know what?
I didn't even get that from the game. That's what they're saying, bro. Like,
yes,
making stuff up.
This is
first of all, the sound of the America ain't got a lot of good entertainment, but they sure got a lot of conversation.
Facts.
You know, it's like the 5th conversation. They got your Akira conversation, the He-Man conversation. Now it's the Laufey versus Stellar Blade conversation. And I don't know. Am I missing any other conversations we're supposed to be having right now? Did I miss some others? Probably.
Said people talk too much. That's a whole.
The Supergirl conversation will be next week, I'm sure.
Oh, I refuse to enter the Supergirl conversation because I didn't even enter the Superman conversation. When she tried to have conversations, she tried to create that conversation. Oh, Christian dads are the one who don't like my movie. I'm like, girl,
that's a new conversation about Christian dads. I don't know what Christians have to do with Supergirl or anything like that, but apparently they're in the conversation too, bro. They've been like drafted into the conversation. I just like whatever, bro. I'm done with conversations, bro. I'm tired of yapping. All right, Americans reach peak yap. All right, they're not in peak enjoyment of entertainment. No. Peak yap mode. All right. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. We hit peak.
It's not a yapping and not enough creating. Like
it's not anything good. They're creating too much, but it's like it's always gotta have some cursed. It's like you ever see the Wishmaster? The movie The Wishmaster, bro. You ask this dude for a wish, and then he give it to you, except like something gonna be messed up about it.
Yeah,
you know. You like, yo, this guy says, I wish I can get out this I wish I can like get out this prison or something like that. He like wish grants it, and then he just have your whole body like pressed against the bars till you like body parts fall off on the other side. Oops, I guess you should have specified. That's how America make it art, bro. Oh, you want a God of War spinoff? Here you go. And you're like, what? You want Deborah Ann Wall's the main character? Like, yeah. And then like, all right. And then like, how could she look there? And like, yo, you asking wishes from the Wishmaster. That's what you get. You know, that's America, bro. You want a Wolverine game where he's slicing and dicing people? Like, yeah, wish granted. Now it's like you messing with the Team X.
Team X right now.
Well, I didn't ask for Team X. I asked for the X-Men. And they're like, yeah, but you didn't specify. So now
they have to screw it up in some way. Meanwhile, Japan, Korea, and China, they'd be like, hey,
here.
You want everything?
And you want everything you like here.
We got you.
Yeah.
So the conversation on her is like, oh, she looks too small. That must be a child. And I'm like, well,
how small?
First of all, she's on calm. Like, she's clearly some kind of enforcer. Like some kind of
what's the average height of like people? Like they talk about realism, but now they don't want realism. Average.
And also, yes, she's Asian, so it's like
woman. She ain't look that small. She's 4 feet, okay?
Not 5 foot something.
Yeah.
She's obviously of a smaller stature. But I'm like, she just looked like a smaller woman.
Yeah, they say here in the United States, the average height of a woman is 5'3.5". All right, so let's stop it. All right, all the superheroes like for the past few years, like Buffy is not a tall person. Anyway, what's the chat got to say about this? Saying it looks. Brina says this looks better than the first one. It looked good. Like I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
It might be better than the first one for sure. Power 100 saying there's a war starting between God of War Lofty fans instead of Blade 2 and Combat Ace fans of character designs regarding female characters. Yep, I guess that's what Sean was saying. That's the conversation.
I'm not
No
about
more
to.
conversations.
As an artist, I
Don't worry.
absolutely refuse to answer that conversation.
Yeah, because the artists get attacked for having a conversation. They just supposed to make the art, and then you can have conversations on your own time. But that's what happened to Gacha Akira. You know, she
Mhm.
made the thing, and then now they mad. I don't know. I don't think it's like anybody who's mad at her is actually buying the thing or is going to help make it better. They're the ones who make it worse. So she should continue not listening to them. If she has to delete her old account and like never go back on to make art that matters to the world, then she should do that. Even though it's a shame she has to do that in the first place. Brina says, so I don't have to play the first one?
I mean, maybe it's self-contained. I do know this is a sequel, though.
Yeah.
I will play the first one. Let me see how much
Brina
it is.
says people talk too much. Yeah, America's a bunch of yap. Power Hunter says first game has different set of characters and storyline. Combat Ace. What was Combat Ace on? You the
I
game,
forgot, man.
Is it like airplanes and stuff?
That's what I thought.
Supergirl Conversations has already started.
Look, when she tried to say that, like, oh, it's the men and this, that, I'm like, girl, I got you. Because I ain't even watched Superman, and I ain't finna watch you either. So don't put me in the conversation, because I'm not even interested. At all.
Brina said these ninjas love to run their mouth about children. She put a ninja emoji. Ninjas always yapping.
Oh, so she's still a blade here for like $40. Oh, G2A. It'll probably go down in sale though.
People really talking. This game about to make a bajillion dollars.
Yes.
This game is like for normal people.
Yeah, everything you want to see.
Like
Cool looking character. She got gauntlets now. Was it a
Yeah.
change up from Eve who had the sword? So now you gotta change in combat pace. It looks fluid. The setting looks insane. I still don't know what the hell I was looking at. Like those buildings, bro. Like this is the kind of game I look like that artistically inspires me. This joint. What is this? What am I looking at, bro? This shot right here. What am I even looking at? This is insanity.
It's crazy too because it's like I don't even think Hung Tae Kim he ever made one of them videos where he stands in front of the camera and says, "Hi, my name is Hung Tae Kim and this is my game." And maybe he did.
Maybe.
Maybe he did.
Not many. It's probably like two videos tops or something. I don't know. I'll look it up.
And he's not online berating the fans about this and that and the third, or trying to keep tabs on the cultural
My
conversation.
man was so peaceful that he was remember he was doing the photo shoot with Neil Druckmann?
Yeah, he was just like, hey.
He's just like, hey, what if? And then people thought, oh, remember that was the silly conversation where people were like, oh man, he's compromised. I'm like, yo, you think Hyung Tae Kim can be compromised? Have you seen this man's work? He don't give a damn about nothing, okay?
Maybe America's maybe they want to be fourth ranked when it comes to entertainment. Like at this point, they want to be like
they want to feel important. They're like, listen, if I get Deborah Ann Woll, but I think she was also the face model for Faye in the other games too. But it's like if I get these actors and I get this storyline and I mix it with my quirk chungus sensibilities and a talking jello block, like then I will achieve, I don't know, cinematic and gaming genius. Meanwhile, Hyun Kim is like, all right, so Cyberpunk City, little girl with a big gauntlet,
Also, look, I don't know. Maybe the game devs in the West, they ain't got it like this, bro. Like they ain't got the sauce like Korea and Japan. Like they artistically,
I mean,
maybe
they don't.
they look at that and they say, nope. Like they walk in the door open, and you just see this, and they're like, nope, and they just like walk back, close the door, and they're like, I need to figure out some other way
Mm.
to get attention because this I cannot do or something. Like I try to
It's too
draw like
much.
this. I try to render it with my computer or something.
It's overwhelming. I mean, are you overwhelmed?
Yeah, I be like, nope. You know, like the old soundboard, nope.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just fucking-
exactly.
they go back Jello block, Deborah Ann Wall without the Maybelline, and like I do that. Like that I could do. This cannot do. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, no. You know what I'm saying? This is like I wouldn't know how to draw a face like that. I don't know how to stack all this Blender 3D buildings together and alter them. I don't know about this. I know how to do some of this, but I gotta go do something else. I can't make the Resident Evil. I cannot do these things. If they just accepted like I gotta be like the alternative to their mainstream, I gotta be something different than what they do. And that's why they do what they do, which means lesser than this.
Also, I think it's a ridiculous conversation to have. Like, you want me, like you in your sane brain, want me to have battles, like not the developers, people on the internet want me to have a debate about a game where you in crazy cyberpunk looking city fighting monsters, doing 15 hit combos versus talking to a Jello block named Frank. Look, I don't have time for this. This is ridiculous notions, and I'm not going to engage with this kind of conversation because it's hindering my artistic growth. Okay, there's nothing that I can gain from that Jello block that's going to help me.
But this is aspirational. You see this, and it's like, I want to do something like this for me. I want to like put this in my combo. I want to draw, try to achieve some kind of achievable, dream the impossible dream, right? And America's just like, nah, son, can't do this.
Yeah, I will say, obviously,
Like
design wise, like even God of War Lofi is still like super
it's still
designed.
good.
It's super designed. Like you look at the designs of the other gods, crazy looking.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these games are over designed. I guess that's the nature of video games. They will always be over designed.
Sure. But can they give you everything?
Yeah, can they give me the coolness, the cool factor, as you were saying earlier?
Right. And can they make the characters with that face? Can they do that? Like on one
Or
point,
can
they're
we
gonna
at
mess up.
least
Right.
have these games exist without these stupid conversations arising like, you don't like playing a female. Yes, we do. Look at these two games. Look at Resident Evil and so big. Oh, you just want a kid. I'm like, all right, see, look, I don't like.
Then it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna play games.
Actually, they have no answer for Claire Redfield. That's the one that's stumping people, I guess.
Who are these people that you're talking about? I mean, I know that they're there, but it's just like
just
they work in the industry.
normies, annoying normies on the internet, bro.
Okay.
And it's conversations that I never engage in because I see it. I'm like, there's no point. There's no point. If I explain to somebody,
the game industry caters to these people. That's what it is.
I feel like secretly, yeah. Because if I tell people, like personally, I have no problem with Lofty. Like I have no problem with the game as a concept. But I understand where people are coming from, where they wanted to play Kratos. And they changed it into, they just want to be a man. And then Clear Redfield comes back out and everyone's hyped. And then I tell them, like, no, guys, it depends on the character. And then like, after a while, I'm just like, this conversation is actually stupid. Because it's, like, all easily disprovable and it's stupid and I don't want to have it. I just want the game to come out so I can play it. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. People don't understand I don't know, like the concept of like total immersion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that lost on people? Like, you just watch something and it's like completely. There's nothing in there making you think about Twitter or YouTube. or left versus right or anything. You just like watch it and like or play
Yeah.
it and like you're just like in the world, like your brain is sucked in there. And then when it's over, it's sucked back out. And you're like, what happened? Back in the real world. Wish I can get back in there. You know? Like the West can't do that because they want you to like be on thinking about online or something like that.
It's like when didn't they admit on The Boys they wanted to like mirror like the Trump administration? I'm like, yo, bro, like, can we?
Yeah.
But I can, and also for me personally, if that's what he said and that's the way he wants to do it, that's cool for him. I just decide I'm not gonna consume it. I ain't gonna go to my man's page. I ain't gonna go to Eric Kripke page and say how dare you. I'm like, no, you. First of all, the book was already, and I saw clips, pages from the book. I was like, oh, this thing was a story I was never gonna be into anyway. So it's not like I could sit up there and complain about like the boys is disgusting. I'm like, no, the boys exist is how it is. I'm gonna just go over here.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
mean,
know,
if
man.
something's a satire and that's what it's billed as, then fine. Like if they're trying
Yeah,
to be political, it's fine. But I'm just saying, like, there's games that are like adventure games and they build them as,
right. And it's
and then they just pop in this weird thing in there. Like I'm playing Wolverine, it's called Team X, and nobody look like the X-Men, or like they sort of like the X-Men, but not. It's just like, why you like this is not what are you doing? Like stop jacking up what I like or something. I don't know. And for escapist entertainment,
I
they're
want some
billing it as
sleep.
escapist entertainment, and then they have things in there that won't let you escape, embedded within the material. This is just like I'm just like, all right, there's nothing in there repelling me from the entertainment.
You know, I 100% want to be in this world. I want to know what's going on. It's got me thinking like, oh, well, I gotta go play the previous game, so I'm gonna go do that.
Right.
Said life
Oh,
is not being about being terminally online. That's a fact. Like, can we stop being terminally online? Like, terminally
yeah.
online conversations are mad annoying.
Yeah, it makes you neurotic and misanthropic. It's not
People can't
about
be
being
friends no
online.
more. Like, I was just like, it's just
Yeah, they can't be friends no more, and they can't be friends because you know.
also to like this narcissism syndrome, which I guess happens when you.
Well, the digital world is pushing us into
Yes.
narcissism because you have your own social media account. And before, you should just be like, "Oh, I have my social media account so I could talk to people and post a picture of, your dog or something." But now they're monetizing everything and they're canceling the physical world and throwing everything online. So it's like, oh, they're gonna shut down whatever the bookstore, and now you can get it digitally, and you can, and then everyone's afraid of paper. Oh, there's too much paper in the world. They're killing the trees. So now it's all digital books, digital video games where you don't really own the game. Really, you're like leasing it from the company in perpetuity, allegedly. They're shutting down the GameStop. They're like, now with AI, they're shutting down the physical work location. So now so that social media account you have for fun and they're monetizing that too. Every tweet you can make money, and like everything is an opportunity. So they're just like pushing you into like the social media thing is your central hub to live life. Like they're gonna be like, well, when they were shutting down things because of the pandemic, they were going to have like, well, they're going to have warnings of like, is there diseases in the area? You have to go back home. So like they're trying to have you on your phone like this, staring out through the world in a digital way,
Mm-hmm.
And then how you behave affects your digital life. You say the wrong thing, you're done. Like you say the right thing, you get elevated. So it's like they're trying to make digital stuff as important as real life, bro. Like, and maybe that's why a lot of people are tripping. They're trying to fight each other to be number one in the algo. They don't care about quality, real quality.
Yeah, no.
They care about just getting likes and clicks. Like, there could be somebody who's like a great artist and he only got like 40 fans, 40 followers, bro.
Yeah.
And if some guy has like, I don't know, 400,000, but he's mid, then that means something. That's like a metric that means something now. Back in the day, before all the digital stuff, you just walk in the studio with like your dope portfolio and be like, all right, you're going to be the superstar. Who were you before? Nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even better. That
Now
means
it'd
I
be
don't got
like,
to fight
yo,
anybody else for attention.
now it's like, how many followers you got, B? And I'm like, what?
It worked. Oh, I don't know. I don't even see anybody unless they have like, 400,000 followers. I don't even know what's good until they have like mad followers. Like, so now, like back in the day, you know why it's funny? Like, that's why I don't hate boomers. Like, people hate boomers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to live the boomer dream. I wish they just like they be like, yo, how does like I saw some guy like what was it? This guy who did Obsession. What was the movie Obsession? Or like, is he 20 years old? What is he doing directing a movie? How does that happen? And I'm like, well, I could say that it's rigged. And to a degree, probably, probably some behind the scenes thing to make that happen. But back in the day, that's how it always happened, bro. Like, yo, Tarantino was like what in his 20s when he made Reservoir Dogs, and he was like old folks.
Yeah.
This guy, like what? Like Steven Spielberg directed like an episode of like Columbo, and he was like what? Like what? I don't know how old he was. I think he was like still like technically like. Let me see. I don't know. He was like a kid or something like that. Like not a kid, but like definitely was in his 20s for sure.
By the way, I just want to say I just looked on the Discord for the poster art. There's only a couple things in there, so we're gonna wait till next week for it.
What people saying here? All right. Power 100 says these people can't touch grass. When they do, they act crazy in public. That's true. I wonder how if you met them in real life, would they be that crazy? Or it's just online.
I mean, I have to wonder when I see people and they'd be like, I don't care what side they are. They're just in like that's not what's supposed to be. You effing Riri, and I'm just like, yo, did you come online to get a dopamine hit off of making somebody feel terrible?
Yeah.
Like that was your focus. No offense if anybody on the chat does this. I'm just saying, if you do, you gotta chill a little bit. My suggestion: you don't have to listen to me. I'm just like some guy on YouTube, but I mean, I don't know.
Sammy says it's not worth it. Sooner or later, we'll go back to analog and we'll be more in tune with reality. I'd rather do that than constantly jack into online horse poopy.
That's also why I can only handle a couple of social medias at a time. Like if y'all see me on Twitter consistently, I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on IG. They got abandoned. Right now, my TikTok's abandoned. Okay, I gotta go back there and post something.
He says the whole boomer hatred thing is so stupid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People can hate boomers, but they gave us everything, They gave us anime, they gave us hip hop, they gave us MTV, they gave us all the properties that this generation is currently ruining.
Speaking of that, stay on that one, brother. Stay on that one. We're gonna cover the last topic, bro, and this is the topic that me and you know about. All right,
and we're gonna hate them when they're gone. I mean, we're gonna hate it when they're gone. I mean, look who passed away today. You know what I'm saying? Giles from Buffy passed away.
Wait, what?
Yes, he passed away. 72 years old from pneumonia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just remember that. I mean, I knew about it today. It's very sad,
man.
It sucks, bro. Like you think about Giles died, bro. Like Giles, bro. He it's like I don't know. Time go by fast, bro. For real. I was a kid watching Buffy, and it's like, yo, Giles is like, just an older guy, like he was 40 or something. And now it's like he's gone. That's it. It's crazy. They're gonna be like, I hate boomers. Like, you hate Giles, bro? Like, you hate like whatever. Like, you hate David Bowie? Like, David Bowie's the man. Like, talking about like what? Like, you hate like all these people that gave us everything, like creatively, bro. George Lucas.
Man, Giles is gone. That's crazy.
Yeah, come on, bro. Anyway, so anyway, you were saying, Sean, about the boomers, right?
So I know I say that I'm losing interest in a lot of these topics that are going around on the internet, and I truly am. And I guess if I wasn't, I'd have way more videos out. No offense to any YouTubers, it's just I can't join every conversation. Those who know me know I can't join every conversation because I can't care that much. If it's gonna be cringe, it's gonna be cringe. If not, what? And so I'll just leave it alone. But this right here, I'm not gonna leave alone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be as petty. Sorry, no. I'm gonna be more petty than I was with Devil May Cry on this Streets of Rage right here. Streets of Rage
Oh,
movie in the works. Now
yeah.
we had rumors of the Streets of Rage movie being in the works, or confirmation actually, I believe. And the first time through, they said that the team that was gonna work on it was the team from John Wick, and I was like, me personally, I take a Gareth Evans. But I don't think Gareth Evans would do a Street Fighter movie. And they
Yeah,
said
it's gonna be written. Yeah, it's gonna
huh?
be written by Derek Kolstad, right? He did like Nobody, and
Right.
he wrote John Wick.
And I'm like, you know what? John Wick? All right, cool. I'll do that. I like John Wick.
Yeah,
It's not my favorite thing, but I like it. You know?
they're familiar with martial arts.
Yes. Now he not part of it no. Now they got what they have here. Pat Casey and Josh Miller. Sonic the Hedgehog will write the script. I actually have no problem with that because it seems like they're very self-correcting after that whole debacle. If y'all remember how Sonic looked beforehand, um, the first everybody know ugly Sonic, right? And then they fixed them. And I've seen all the Sonic movies. They're okay. I mean, they have some annoying human characters in there sometimes. I'm not saying every human in there is annoying. I'm just saying they have annoying human characters. But they follow the Sonic lore as best they can with everything that gets adapted has to change to some degree because you have to put it in a 2-hour script. I get it, yada yada yada. But now the director, who's this? I think that's is that James? James is James. He just decided to spell it strangely. Well, now he decided. I guess his parents decided. James Samuel from Harder Day Fall is set to direct. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think it's gonna be good, bro.
You can tell just right off the bat.
I don't think it's gonna be good, and I'm already pre mad
Okay, why are you pre-mad?
because Streets of Rage. All right, let me tell you something. One of the reasons there's a couple of reasons as to why I draw. One of them is the Ninja Turtles. One of them is the Ghostbusters, and the third one is Streets of Rage. And also like Sonic. But Streets of Rage. I remember the first time playing Streets of Rage 2. It was the first game I played. It was the most amazing thing I ever seen in my entire life. It had atmosphere. I don't care that the Genesis only had 64 colors screen at the same time. All right. It had cool music. It had music that I never even thought could come out of a Genesis. Okay. Atmosphere, cool music, a beat 'em up. Well, I guess in Streets Race 2, it was 4 people going to save one of their friends. Then I went retroactively and played Streets Rage 1, which was dated, but it didn't matter because that was still cool too. Same team, same composer, and then played Streets Rage 3, which was it was cool. Uh the music wasn't that great. And then recently they had Streets Rage 4, which I don't have it near me, but I actually had the audacity to buy I bought the game digitally. I might have to rebuy it digitally so I can play it on Steam. And then I bought they made a Genesis case. And it was not cheap. And I bought it just for collective purposes. And now they want to make a Streets Rage movie. I didn't see Harder Day Fall. But nothing in the trailer of Harder Day Fall makes me think that James Samuel can make a Streets Rage movie. And it's really simple. All they got to do, it's 3 ex-cops. You see them right here. Let me get it on screen. Oh, I can't even. Oh, my bad. It will not, my cursor won't show up. But Axel in the middle, Blaze, the woman, and Adam, the dude at the edge. 3 ex-cops fighting a dude named Mr. X who has taken grip of what is seemingly New York City. and they got to fight their way to the top to take him out. That's it. And somehow, some way, I just feel like Hollywood's gonna find a way to screw this up. So yes, I'm pre-mad about this already, bro.
Well, I am. I can't be mad about something that I guess this has been. I don't have to prove yet, something like that.
That's true. I'm
People
being
getting
unreasonable, and
punches
I'm
and stuff.
admitting that. I'm being unreasonable. I try to be reasonable in many things.
I
That's
guess
why
the harder they've all had action in it.
It
and
did.
It had like gunfights and fighting in trains and things, saloons.
Mhm.
It's not a martial arts movie,
No.
which I thought they would have gotten a martial arts director. I thought the guy they would get would be like the guy who did Nobody 2, or like he did those The Night Comes for Us, that guy, I forgot his name. He's on Twitter all the time.
Mm.
Or anybody like a martial arts director, you know what I mean? But they went here and they were going to, I guess they were gonna get the John Wick team to do it.
Mhm.
The whatever 87 North people, but I guess maybe not. Now, I will say that the writers they did have a radical departure from the Sonic games. They brought Sonic into the real world and
That they
had this
did.
couple,
Yeah.
take care of him, and he didn't exactly go back to the other world either.
No.
Stayed in Earth dealing with
They love taking these fantasy. America love taking these fantasy worlds to Earth for some reason. But yeah.
And they didn't. No, they do it for a specific reason. It's to save money, because it's easier
Right.
to do CGI on top of like real world footage than creating a whole world from scratch.
Right.
Similarly, that's why they with He-Man they took that approach, because that's why like the Eternia stuff is mixed in with him on Earth with the HR stuff.
Yes.
They're saving money. So I guess before you were saying that it was like, it's hard to distill things in 3 hours. It's more like a money thing for that reason
Right.
than a creative thing. I think. Yeah. And all I know is that I don't know. Maybe James Samuel is the biggest Streets of Rage fan. I wish he would come out and say, "Hey, I play this game every day of my life. This is going to be a one-to-one translation.
Right.
I play. This is my game. I fought hard for this. I cannot have anybody messing up Streets of Rage. That's why I'm taking control. Me, James Samuel. All right. He need to get on that tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? He need to record that tonight, put it out tomorrow. That's what I would do. Because if they said, "Hey, Dan, you make it a Streets of Rage movie, bro," that first of all, they know I love Streets of Rage. Okay, it's in the bio of my Twitter.
Right.
Like, listen, Streets of Rage, especially Streets of Rage 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the perfect middle ground recipe between 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's one of the greatest games of all time. All right? The best beat 'em up of all time. All right?
Yeah.
The OG.
It's not an opinion, by the way. This
is
a fact.
A fact. The aesthetics on the game are peak. I don't care if they like 16-bit, okay? You can like remaster the game with what they're wearing, the neon, the fights, still be ill. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's 1990s greatness, right? The music is crazy, bro. Use Kishiro, son. The music is classic, okay? You can't mess up Streets of Rage, okay? It mean a lot of people. I know they think like it don't mean nothing. What's that? I know Sonic with Streets of Rage. First of all, that's not true because they're making a movie about it. You making a movie about it, bro? You the studio. You bought this.
Right.
You know it's important to people, right? So stop the cap if they try to cap to me, I'm gonna tell them stop the cap. That's number one. Number two, son, I cannot have. Sometimes people say it's the director that's going to mess it up. It's the studio heads that put the studio notes.
Yup.
That mess it up. That's the big people that mess it up.
I don't want no nonsense deviations.
They're the ones who say, "Oh, He-Man need to work in the HR department." That's what they're the ones who slip that into the screenwriting. He's like, "What? I don't know how to make that work, but guess it'll save money on the budget if I do it." If they have any modern garbage messing up Streets of Rage, son, I'm gonna crash out. Bro. I'm gonna crash out. And they'd be like, damn, what kind of modern garbage you talking about? Oh, I'm talking about doing some egregious cringe nonsense like casting John Cena as some kind of goof chungus that needs to be corrected by his friends throughout the whole movie, who can't do the fight moves right until the last 10 minutes for some kind of comedic effect growth. I don't want any storyline where John Cena is playing Axel Stone,
Son.
who's trying to relive the 90s because he's he's trying to live the glory days. He got to come out of, like, I know Street Race 4, like Axel came out of retirement, so I don't want them using that storyline to make him like, oh, he's a loser and now he has to like beat Mr. X or whatever his team, the Syndicate, one more time. He need to beat the Syndicate one more time so he can feel like a real man. Like, I don't want any like cornball. I'm trying to, I don't know, relate to the elder Gen X, early Gen X, elder millennial. I'm washed up at my day job situation. I don't want any of that generational conversation nonsense in the Streets of Rage movie. All right.
Just
I don't want to be some metaphor for, I don't know, the collapse between the sexes. I don't want this to be a cultural conversation about it. I want 3 cool people beating up people. Mm-hmm. I want Mr. X to be the bad guy. I want them all looking like how they're supposed to look. I want to set in the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack in it.
Yeah.
And is it so hard, bro? Like, is it so hard to make?
Remember when they were talking about He-Man? It was like, oh, we're going to have conversations about toxic masculinity. I'm like, what are we talking about? If they put that in Streets of Rage, they're going to be a problem.
Because it's about rage, right? It's about rage and like, can people have rage?
No.
Should we be enraged? Should we beat Mr. X with love instead of rage? Maybe we need to explore the rage in ourselves.
Listen, man.
Something, bro. You know, because like, look, you want a Mortal Kombat, right? You're like, where's Johnny Cage? Oh, he's here. Who is it? Carl Urban. He's 55 years old. But Carl Urban's cool though. And it's like, look, don't put John Cena. Don't make John Cena Axel Stone. Just don't do it, bro. Like, just don't do it, bro. I know he wants to, so you know he wants to.
All I'm saying,
you got to politely decline. I got no beef with John Cena. I'm just saying, like, you cannot have him or like, you know, and if you're gonna have these people like Chris Hemsworth play him, and then like, I want to play it in a comedy joint because Streets of Rage is so funny. We're adapting a video game. It's funny, guys. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do what you think you're going to do.
I want the sincerity of all the silliness, by the way. And I want why signal. I know y'all probably don't even know these kind of why you got the punk hairstyle with the yellow coat. Yeah, I want that in game. They got a boss named Abadidi. He look like the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, I want him to look like the Ultimate Warrior. Don't care.
Yeah, and they fighting in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, straight up. Seriously, like I didn't even like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the aesthetics of the game will make the movie ill. Like, it'll make it cool. Like, if it looks like the game. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're 100% correct. See the prices here. What's up, man?
Don't mess with your rage. And you know, it's funny, bro. They had no respect for He-Man. You know how many episodes of He-Man they had? This is like one game, bro. Like, I mean, well, 3 games. 4 games. And they'd be like, well, it barely has a storyline. And it's like, that's not true. It has a storyline, but even if it had no story, I want you to still respect it. I'm tired of disrespect, bro. I think at this point they need accuracy slop just to like America won't go crazy. Okay? They're making the House of the Dead game. I want them to be accurate to that. They probably think that's crazy. That's right. They think they could just make anything and just have, it's a mansion and there's zombies. No. You better have my boy G in there, okay? I want Agent G.
I don't understand why. I know they're gonna use that. It's just fun excuse. I'm like, yo, man.
Fun. Having fun.
Don't play with me. Y'all, I'm gonna guarantee this to y'all right now. They mess it up, and y'all gonna see a crash out video on the level of when Ash crashed out about Starfield. Okay, like it's not
Tom
like
Connors level shout on
yo.
He-Man, bro. Like everybody think like, oh yeah, look at him. They always laugh. Even their friends laugh. Like, look, he went crazy. And it's like, yo, there's always one property that you gonna crash out over.
Yeah,
This is not even the crash out if they mess up.
like I thought I was immune. I'm immune to a lot of things because I just gave them a lot of things. I'm not immune to this. I'm not immune to this. I'm not.
Also, guess who's directing the House of the Dead game, by the way?
Who?
I mean, movie.
Who?
Paul W.S. Anderson, the king of not giving you accuracy.
Come on, son.
So this is the level of
bro.
directorial expertise that Sega is hiring to make their video games. It's not a guarantee that this director will be accurate either. So I need you to put it out there in the internet that I cannot have any kind of baloney messing up Streets of Rage for the cultural cohesion of society. Okay, I'm just saying.
I let them have Devil May Cry, which by the way is ending, I guess.
Someone said that they made all 24 episodes in 2024. He trying to act like it was like renewed, like a real TV show.
I gotta say this though, like the episode joint is weird because I remember he was talking about like, oh, I didn't like when DMC5 came out, but he had DMC5 characters sprinkled in season 2, and I'm like, did you just retroactively add that? Like, when were these made? Anyway, season 3 apparently is gonna be the last one. I'm like, well, where's he going next? Nobody knows.
Why can't they just make the characters like the video game?
I was like, no.
Why can't they just like do it? Like, what's the big deal? Like,
Bro.
Super Mario did it. Like for the most part, like they did it.
They gotta
like,
do Team X, okay? They gotta do I don't
Team
know.
X. Like
Team
what's
X
the
and Demon Refugees and the Streets of Rage. Yo, if they do the down,
I don't know this dude.
Bro,
I don't want to be. Maybe he's watching the video. I don't know. He'd be like, "Hey man, why you? I saw the video. Why you think I'm gonna mess?" I'd be like, "Yo, bro, I don't know if you're gonna mess it up, bro. I just know that Hollywood messing everything
right?
up. Okay?
And
Don't be
if you like
it.
it, James, if you listen, if you like Streets of Rage and you want to do respect, the power to you, bro. Don't let that.
You be the man. You be the hero.
Yeah,
you be the hero of all time. You be the GOAT.
Don't let that studio tell you to put nonsense in it.
That's right. And you know all the nonsense they're gonna put in. Why gotta be in the 90s? Can it take place now? And they'd be like, fine. But then here comes all the other stuff. Can you make Axel Stone, John Cena, a goofball? He's tripping and falling over. He used to be the man in the 90s. Now he's like eating like Cheetos, watching reruns of New York Undercover, wishing that he could be a cop again. Like, nah, you know, he can't do any of the moves. He's he's out of shape. And then last 30 minutes, he finally like rises up to do something.
John Cena, because they talk about
don't serve Dracula my Streets of Rage, okay? Like don't do it. All right, don't do it. Be crazy. don't start evil with these people. Like be the good guy, be the hero.
So
like, who played?
We don't have to crash out. What were you gonna say?
Like, I don't know. I just remember the House of the Dead announcement with Paul W.S. Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
They said that Isabella Merced, who played Hawk Girl in a Superman movie, is going to be in it. And I'm like, you better be Lisa Rogan or somebody like that. I don't care. Like, can you please? Can we just have? I don't know. Just make the game out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want my accuracy, bro. Have we not suffered enough?
Suffered too much.
Suffer too much in society. We suffer too much.
On Twitter, I know that there's a person I follow. We follow each other, Jean, and she's a Streets of Rage head. All right, and she started casting the characters like herself, and I was like, at this point, you should be in charge of casting. They should just hire you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But,
let me see. Power 100 said her Obsession is doing good right now.
Oh, the movie?
The movie, yeah. True. Power 100 says, not even the right context is striving. Oh, he's talking about the boomer thing. Michael movies is selling. Michael's old is gone, but people are messing with it. Yeah, Michael's, I think it might hit $1 billion. I don't know if it hit that, but it's pretty close.
It probably will.
He-Man at HR, he's more relatable to modern audience. That's what they say. Of course, they're telling me it's gonna bomb because they didn't buy their pre-sale tickets.
I guess we'll see after the weekend's over, bro.
If they would have made it more accurate, probably the diehard Mattel fans, the guys would buy like 10 tickets from themselves to promote the movie. But instead, they said, "Nah, we'll just get an audience we don't know exists." I love how like He-Man needs to be relatable to modern audiences by having to be an HR guy, but like Game of Thrones could be Game of Thrones, like House of Dragon. Like you can't relate to knowing a dragon or living in the castle and stuff. And
Listen, somebody got to talk to these execs, man.
He-Man living in the castle, that's crazy, bro. That's just crazy. How can anybody relate to that? PD Price says, Streets of Rage movie. Okay, where's Michael Jai White? The emergency black fighter is needed. Although Streets of Rage flopped, it'll make this fall movie demand an apology.
Man, I better not.
I think I'm gonna need Streets of Rage people to be young. Like they gotta be like how we are in this thing. I think I
want it in order too. By the way, Streets of Rage 1.
Yeah,
with this cast right here, Axel Blaze and Adam. Streets of Rage 2 with Axel Blaze, Max. You got a big wrestling looking dude, and Skate, Adam's brother, with the rollerblades, bro. And then Streets of Rage 3, which I don't know, got weird because you got a bunch of robots. Although Streets of Rage 2, Dr. Zan, okay, with the exact, you get an old dude, you put the exact like blue armor on him.
We need Max Thunder.
Yeah, Max, just big, same hair dude. I don't want to be like, oh, we decided to shave him bald. No, same hair dude. Like people think I'm playing. Same hair dude. With the pants with the thunderbolts on the side. Okay.
CD Price says what they saying. If I want to watch this, what's he says? If I want to watch Streets of Rage movie, I watch The Wire, New Jack City, In Too Deep.
I guess New Jack City.
Streets of Rage solves the problem by punching.
Yeah.
Punch everything.
It's got to be a martial arts film.
Yeah.
See, if Gareth Evans was around, then that would have been cool. But I don't think this is a project he would want to do.
They don't make good hood movies, by the way. Talking about like New Jack City, they can't even make In Too Deep. But back in the day,
yeah,
LL Cool J and Omar Epps, they can't even do that. What was the last good hood movie? Now the hood movies got so bad. It was like it's just 50 Cent. He just runs like Hood TV or something. Like and what's that show he has on? I know, Power. Whatever. I don't like when rappers make their own like hood movie. It's like it's just like a bunch of the disjointed scenes of like people just like making drug deals.
Deals. I was about to say people making deals and
yeah, it's just like it's not cohesive,
Oh man. But anyway,
that's a movie. Okay, that's a movie. It was produced by Beam Dash or something, but I don't know. I think he just put up the money. I don't know. It's a good job. He's not a rapper, so it's fine. Fair enough. All right, gang.
The moral of today is that people are going to try to pigeonhole you into some view that they think you believe because you dislike something. Either ignore them or calmly debate them because you just don't like female characters. But look, obviously not true. We all about to play as Claire Redfield, and I guess in all actuality, the real message is don't trust these. Don't trust these big companies. They're going to destroy your IPs. I guarantee you, they're going to destroy your IPs. Okay, that's what they love doing. They're going to make Team X. Okay, that's what instead of over X-Men because.
Does this change help enhance the property?
No.
So why do it?
The Sweet Baby said so.
But it's like you're not helping. Like, where's the consultancy agency that helps you be awesome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I need to like looks max my game. I need to like hype max my game. I need my game to be cool. I need to cool max my game. Like I have a game, I made it or something. I have a product, a movie or something. I need a consultancy agency to say, I need to make this at least 35% cooler. And they like, I got you. And then they come in and say, change this, and that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Stellar Blade is.
Yeah, we need that. They need the Stellar Blade consultancy agency that go in and tell you to do something or keep it or to throw it away.
Right.
You know, when they try to come Streets of Rage and they turn Axel Stone into a clown show or something like that,
Oh boy.
break dancing and telling corny MCU jokes, you gotta have the cool consultancy agency tell them no, don't do that. And then you will see your profits grow.
Yeah.
And people will be happy. People go to the theater. That's all. Anyway, guys, it's been real.
Yeah, we're
Thanks
gonna
for
get up out of
stopping
here.
by.
We will do the showcase next week. I have a couple pieces I've been working on, a lot of original characters. If you guys are on my Twitter, you'll see some glimpses. Remember, anybody who's watching, make sure to check out our Reddit Top on Fairy Tale. It's a comic book that we
Yes.
have out. You could read the description. Sorry, excuse me, I can't think. The link is in the description there, and you
That's
can check
right.
it out. We'll send one to you immediately. Make sure to check out our art pages. All the links therein, and we'll be back next week. We'll try to have some videos out soon. Got a lot of stuff we're working on. Hopefully, Twitter will leave these poor manga artists alone because it's very hard to draw while getting bothered about conversations that are ridiculous. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't trust these corporations. They finna ruin your IPs. That's it. All right, y'all. Have a good one.